Hey, y'all. I done made another one. We're gonna make another one. Good morning. On this Memorial Day. Yeah. Welcome to the Hush Room. I'm Gigi. I will be your host today. It is Monday, May 25th, 11:32 a.m. on the West Coast. Yeah. Y'all know how we do it. Like I said, welcome to the Hush Room. It's quiet time. We're here every Monday. We try to be here every Monday between 11:30 and I don't know what time we in, because sometimes we go 3 hours, sometimes we go 2 hours. So relax, get your popcorn and your drink, and get ready to have some conversations. Yeah, y'all know how we do. We let the track ride for a minute so we can get our swerve on and take our medication. Yeah. It's a holiday for some people. Some people still working, but it's a holiday for some people. Hope you guys can hear me. I'm working on my system, so hopefully you guys can hear me. We're gonna take our medication, okay? How about that? We're gonna take our medication, and then we're gonna get into our agenda. We don't have a lot to talk about, but we got a lot to talk about. Okay? We want to remember and honor those that have sacrificed for our freedom on this Memorial Day, whatever that may mean to you, or however you celebrate. That's fine. But Gigi's having her little morning pick me up, if you want to call it that, if I may call it that. A little pick me up, with some I think they call it an espresso margarita. Oh, yeah. So let's take our medication. And then we're going to get into the stream, into the show. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Share the stream with anyone and everyone. Feel free to participate in our conversations. We have conversations about everything, anything. Sometimes we have conversations about nothing. We just, let the conversation take us where it needs to go, okay? We don't argue, we don't fight, we don't demand that you come over to our side and believe what we see and what we say. Everybody's got their own opinion and perspective. So, I'm going to send the link out to the associates later. As soon as I get through some of these announcements and acknowledgements. We are going to talk a little bit more about the NBA and what they got going on and this script that they got. Yeah, I said it. Script. Okay, not strip, but script. We see what you're doing, Adam Silver. You ain't slick, partner. You trying to make all the money you can off of these boards. let's take our medication because I don't want to get triggered without my medication because it could be a long day for somebody if I don't take my medication. How about that? Uh-huh. All right, lighters in the air. Uh-huh. Oh. Mm, that's pretty nice. That gelato. Hmm. Okay. Oh. When you have arthritis in your spinal cord, you know what that is. Arthritis, yeah. When you have arthritis in your spinal cord, and it hurts to even move your head, sit up straight, back, your shoulders straight, you gotta take some medication, okay? And I'm not talking about that synthetic stuff, or those operations, or those shots that they give you. Yeah, you gotta take the God-given, the God-given medication. Alrighty. So, thank you guys for joining me this morning. We're not going to try to keep you long, but we're going to keep you long enough to make sure our conversation is clear. How about that? Mm-hmm. There we go. Alrighty. Again, good morning. I'm Gigi. I will be your host today for the quiet time. Okay? All right, let's get into our agenda. Good morning, chat. Good morning, chat. Y'all make sure y'all register in the chat room. Hey, Nola, old head straight. How y'all doing? Mm-hmm. You know Gigi gonna be here as long as she can, okay? I'm gonna drop the link in a few minutes. I just wanna get my announcements out the way so we won't be interrupted during our conversations, okay? So the first thing I want to do, I want to give condolences to Mr. Rob Bass' family. You know, Rob Bass, he was a rapper. He was best known for his song "It Takes Two." Yes, he passed away at the age of 59, and we just want to send our prayers and condolences out to the family and friends of Mr. Rob Bass, and pray that everything is working out the way it should be. Okay. Alrighty, moving on to another topic that I just wanted to have a good laugh about is this joker right here. Who this is? Somebody tell me who this is right here. Who that is? Who that face belong to? Didn't this joker have a video out with Kim Kardashian or somebody like that? Kim Kardashian got rich off of her tapes, you know. They got it on tape, distributed it and stuff, with her doing all them things that people do when they do the thing. Okay, I wish I would. But this man right here, Mr. Ray J, he gave me a good laugh this weekend. Because I thought it was just, it was on the internet and they was advertising. I said, oh, this is clickbait right here. And then I turned on the TV and he was on the MMA thing. He done got heavy. He done got fat, if that's what you want to call it. However you want to describe it. But he's bigger than he was. And this joker's supposed to been fighting. Now, yeah, I said it right. Supposed to be. Okay, because what I saw was not a fight. Okay, it was like a wolf and a rabbit. So Ray J gets knocked out in the second round by Super hot fire at Aiden Ross boxing event. Looked like a scene straight out of Martin. Yeah, you know when Martin got knocked out by what was his name? Was it Hines? He had a special guest on it. Was it Hines? It was a professional boxer. And remember when Martin got knocked out and he came back out at the end of that scene with face all messed up? I should have got a picture of that. Because this Joker got a knot already on his head, but when he got knocked out, he was saying, "One wish, one wish. I wish I hadn't have came to this." I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but go to TikTok or the Threads or the Instagram, one of them streaming applications, you're going to see him getting knocked out, okay? Homeboy got up and he didn't even know which way his eyes went, to the left or to the right, to the left, to the right, okay? Ray J, I know you know you got a few coins for this, but this ain't it, baby. No, this ain't it, honey. You need some more training, because the last time I checked on you, you was in the hospital asking everybody to pray for you because you thought you was near death, which we don't want that up on you. We don't wish that up on you. But I tell you one thing, you don't get out the hospital with all them tubes and wires and stuff running in your body and try to box. What did they give you to make you think that this was going to work? You said y'all had a plan. Yeah, he planned to knock you out like LL said. Mama said knock you out. Yeah, that was Mama said knock you out, mama, baby. Stop. Don't do that. Don't do this. This keeps you in the algorithm, but that algorithm is not going to pay for the embarrassment and some of the pain that you're going to suffer from people knocking you out, okay? Man. I can't deal with this, y'all. Grandma's old, and when she get ready to turn on the MMA and the boxing, I want to see some competition. Yeah, man, you better be glad he didn't get you in the first round, okay? Lord have mercy. We're not doing this, Mr. Ray J. You're going to have to get you an office job or a corporate job or something. Because if you need to make money like this, then it's going to be a long day for you, partner. And you need to fire your trainer, whoever that may be. You need to fire your trainer for putting you in there, in that ring like that, for you to get embarrassed like this and have us on the internet talking about you like this. Because this right here, this one right here, partner, this ain't it. You got that big old knot up there on your head. Huh? And what you got your mouth open for? Huh? You trying to breathe. But if you guys didn't see it, go check it out. It's on all the streaming platforms of him getting knocked out. Yeah. But you keep pushing, baby. But I'm just here to tell you, this one ain't it, okay? Next, we want to talk about the Dallas Mavericks. I'm so sick of the Dallas Mavericks. I don't know what to do. Y'all got Cooper Flag over there. He was a rookie. This will be his second year. Y'all got Cooper Flag over there. And you done told the team up. We don't know what's going to happen with Kyrie. They got Kyrie in all kind of jerseys right now. Lakers, Miami. I don't know who's doing all this reporting. But they got all kind of people supposedly allegedly interested in Kyrie Irving. Okay? So, I don't know. But Mr. Jason Kidd, let me read to you what they wrote about you, Mr. Jason Kidd. I know this is old news, but I just wanted to put my 2 cents on it, okay? Um, the Mavericks have parted ways with Jason Kidd after 5 seasons. Okay, you did put in 5, okay? The first major move by new team president Masai Ujiri. I still don't know how to pronounce your name, sir. Uh, I'm gonna get it before we go into the 26-27 season, okay? So I know how to pronounce your name because I see that you already making moves, sir, and removing the head coach. I don't know if that is a good move for you or not. Um, Jason was doing pretty good until y'all made that trade. Now you gonna put the blame. I don't know if you putting the blame, but now you gonna get rid of him as the first one to go. Okay, I don't know about that. Cause y'all just got, like I said, Cooper Flag, and he's got to have at least a couple of years, like Wimby. He got to have Cooper Flag got to have at least a couple of years to get, used to the rotation. So we'll see what happens. Also, they wrote, Kidd had 4 years and more than $40 million left on his contract. So you had 4 years to go, and they let you go, Mr. Kidd? I don't know. You got to be kidding me. So he had $40 million left on his contract after back-to-back extensions. But Ujiri was given full authorization by owner Patrick Dumont to determine the coach's future. Kidd reportedly pushed to be promoted to president of basketball operations after Nico Harrison was fired in November and was kept out of the loop during the Urigi hiring process. Okay, so Kidd didn't know that the new president of operations was coming in, and then he's the first one to let go. I don't know about that, y'all. Rumors are they supposed to be looking at Doc Rivers. I thought Doc Rivers retired. What's really going on with this league? We got more rumors about narratives and other stuff going on than we do about basketball, but we'll get to that down the road, okay? Alrighty, let's keep it moving. Look at these two right here. Who that is? Huh? Y'all tell me who these two men are. Huh? Huh? I call the one on top. No, I can't say things. Can't say things. But I call the man on top Kermit Frog. Kermit the Frog. Cause look at that hairline, y'all. And he always trying to use these big, intelligent words to prove to us that, he's educated, okay, with your 1.5 GPA while you was in college. Don't get me started. It's too early. I just took my medication. I think I'm going to have to take some more medication. But you out here, Mr. Stephen A., going at Mr. Jaylen Brown. Do you know who Jaylen Brown is? Did you do your research on Jaylen Brown? Like you said, when you wake up every morning, you try to figure out how you gonna make your boss more money. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Okay, you worried about making your boss more money as opposed to making yourself more money. You thinking that if you make the boss more money, you gonna get maybe a little bonus or something out of that, making your boss more money. Now you out here talking crazy to Mr. Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics, the MVP, okay? What is your problem? You ain't got nothing else to do, Stephen A. Smith, SAS. You trying to be like SGA with the SAS. What is wrong with you, man? You supposed to be an analyst or a reporter. Somebody said you trying to run for president. I know you ain't that crazy. You think man, please. You can't check off half the boxes that Obama. I ain't saying Obama was the best thing that ever happened, but you supposed to be in that same kind of category, and you think you're gonna get to be the president of the United States with this loose lips, that hairline is making you look like Kermit the Frog, one of the Muppets or somebody. If you don't get off my TV talking all that crazy stuff, you need to do the first take, okay? Why don't your first take be you looking in the mirror and understanding where you really at, partner? You done triggered me. Now I got to take more medication. Looking at you, hearing all this stuff. I can't even get on the TikTok or the Snapchat or the Instagram or any of those channels of streaming networks without there being something you done said that's crazy. What did you say? He needs to be quiet and go on vacation unless you're trying to get traded. What is that? What is that? Trying to tell somebody what they need to do with their life. Who's making twice as you fought for $100 million. This man right here making twice as much as you. I ain't counting your pockets, but I'm counting your pockets, okay? You think that everything that you say, people gonna write it down as gospel. Will you just be quiet, come to the hush room and have some quiet time, okay? I can help you out like I told Mr. J. Reed. You come over here to 702, come have a conversation with me. And when he got to the 702, Mr. J. Reed, when he got to the 702 talking about I ain't got nothing to say, I know you ain't got nothing to say. So you need to come on over here and see Gigi so we can have a conversation, okay? How about that? Yeah, I said it. And what did Jaylen Brown say to you? I'll be quiet and stop streaming if you be quiet and retire, and let's give the people what they want. Yeah, let's give us what we want, Mr. Brown. Tell that joker if he stops doing take down his channel, stop doing first take and shut up. Then you said that you gonna quit and you gonna be quiet and stop streaming. Okay? What's up? Stephen A, since you talking so much. According to the report, Stephen A. Smith warned Jaylen Brown, claiming he knows things about him that would hurt his feelings. Ain't nobody caring about nothing about no feelings. You think Mr. Jaylen Brown is going to stop doing what he doing because you allegedly got something that's going to hurt his feelings, okay? Man, that's some you're smarter than a fifth grader kind of situation going on with your commentary. Jaylen Brown, this is what Stephen A said. Jaylen Brown, be careful what you wish for. You really want me to start reporting on that level? What level? You've been reporting for how long? How long you been in the business? 10, 15, 20 years since you got out of college with your 1.5 grade GPA, which I don't understand. I need you to, each point is supposed to be 1. How you get a half a point? I know it's analytics. They take the numbers and they divide them by how many games you played. And we know the formula for that. We took algebra, geometry, trigonometry, and all of that kind of situations. But you going to have a 1.5 average in college? Man, please. And that solidifies you being able to talk about basketball. I had more points. Man, don't get me started. So Mr. Stephen A said, locker room, how the organization might think about it. Oh, this is what he said. He said, you want me to start reporting on that level. You understand locker room, how the organization might think about you, how the city may feel about you, how Jason Tatum may or may not feel about you, sneaker deals, endorsement deals, the list goes on and on, okay? The season is over, bruh. You on Twitch trying to do what I do. Ain't nobody trying to do what you do. What is your part? This man, Mr. Jaylen Brown, has all kind of accolades and accomplishments and people searching him out. This man is setting up all kind of resources for people in the Bay Area over there where he went. You know he went to Berkeley, okay? You can't just anybody go to Berkeley, okay? You got to have a certain kind of thinking to go to Berkeley, okay? Oh, across the water from San Francisco. Do you know where that's at? Don't nobody care nothing about no locker room, what the team said, what he said, she said, shoulda, coulda, woulda kind of situation. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Man, get off the internet. Talk about something that's worthwhile, okay? You over here disputing with these NBA players, and half of the stuff you talking about, don't nobody care nothing about. Who cares about what the team thinks? If the team thought so bad about him, why come they ain't traded him yet, brother? Kermit. Y'all always, since these two, Jason and Jalen, got together, you all, yeah, the analysts and everybody else has always put out a narrative that them two don't get along. Okay, who cares about who gets along with who? Jalen just want his money. You think he's sitting up in the house like some of y'all are? They're worried about what Jason Tatum is saying about Jalen Brown, and they winning championships and MVPs and the most this and the most that. You think he's sitting up in the house going to a therapist or something, worried about what the team is saying about him, what the locker room is saying about him? You think he's going to a therapist to talk about Nike ain't giving me no shoe deal, I'll try to get a shoe deal? You, man, come on. This is too easy, y'all. Hush room. This is too easy. This is too easy. You mean to tell me Gigi, who's got an MBA, who lives in the 702, done been through all kind of things, from homelessness to living in a mini mansion? You want to tell me that I got more sense than you, Mr. Steven? Yeah, I'm on your neck this morning because I don't like you. Well, how come I don't see some other complexions that you talking about? You always got something to say about our melanated brothers, okay? How come you ain't got nothing to say to these melanated challenge folks, okay? These vanillas. How come you ain't got nothing to say to them? And you wonder why they don't bother us, because we bother each other. You got something to say about them. You got something to say to Josh Hart. You got something to say about Carl Anthony Towns, Bronson. I ain't never seen you. What? You just put one little line about our vanilla wafers, okay? And it's not compromising at all, okay? It's not controversial at all, okay? And then you got Mr. J. Reed coming up in your face at a game. We know it was set up. We know it was made to be the way it happened. You got Mr. J. Reed coming up in your face at a game talking about don't leave my baby alone, leave my son alone kind of situation. And then you come back on the first take on your channel. I don't know where it popped out first, but I watched you, partner. And you talking about you can understand what he talking about. You should have understood before you said what you said, because you know what was going to happen. But you said what you said because it was according to the script that y'all had put out. Yeah, the script. Not the strip, but the script. Getting on my nerves with all this melanated brothers harassment, okay? And now you want to go after Mr. Jaylen Brown because what? What did you want them to go to the championship? Are you mad about that? Like you supposed to be upset about what's going on with the Knicks. You're supposed to be a Knicks fan, but you're all up in the Knicks business, but you ain't promoting nothing. I gotta take some more medication dealing with you. So y'all know what's going on with Mr. Smith and Mr. Brown. They going at it, okay? Yeah, they going at it. And the last word was Jaylen Brown said, I'll be quiet and stop streaming if you be quiet and retire. So are we gonna get a retirement letter from you Mr. Smith, no, because you just got that $100 million contract, so you ain't finna be quiet, and you definitely ain't finna retire. We know what's up. This is all for clickbait, okay? You want to see, this is clickbait right here, okay? And I don't know why you think you gonna run for, who you think gonna vote for you? You gonna be like Bernie James in the All-Star. You gonna get 2 votes, okay? I said it. You gonna get 2 votes. Yourself and your significant other, whoever that may be. You ain't got no policies that's gonna help nobody. You barely know what you're talking about. Lord have mercy. I didn't know I was gonna get triggered this quick, y'all. But I guess that's the way it is. You know, when you're dealing with these millionaires that didn't take their medication. Get on off now. Get on off the internet and off the TV, okay? Your first take is not the first take, because your take is the last take. How about that? Alrighty then, we're gonna move on, because if I keep talking about this gentleman right here, Lord have mercy, the next one is just as bad as you are. Look at this, y'all. He look like he trying to kiss SGA in the face. What you talking about? That's so important that you needs to be this close to this young man. What's wrong with your face, Jay Reed? What the problem is? You coming out with the excuses for the reason why you got the brooms. Yeah, you got the brooms. Yeah, you did. You supposed to be this one right here made me to go, okay? That's who you supposed to be according to your analysis. And I'm still trying to get an answer to the question. If that one right there made you to go, what did it make Kyrie? Because without Kyrie, you wouldn't be saying this one right here made me go. Okay, I still need somebody to translate what Kyrie's position is now. He the one made the shot. Yeah, you got the block, but the block without the shot don't mean nothing. Lord have mercy. I thought we was doing a cool little relaxation, Memorial Day kind of situation. Now I'm finally realizing that the subjects this morning on the agenda got Gigi kind of tripping off the gate. So Mr. LeBron James is talking about some excuses for why he got the brooms, okay? LeBron James on the Los Angeles Lakers Western Conference semifinals matchup with the Oklahoma City Thunder without Luka. This is what he said, y'all. We were not outworked. They didn't put physical on us. I don't know what you should have said, physicality on us, but you said physical on us. They didn't outsmart us. They didn't? Okay. We're going to keep reading and see what else you said. I feel like we were out-talented by OKC. Oh, okay. So being smart and being talented is 2 different things, because the IQ and the talent is supposed to work together, if I'm not mistaken, okay? But we're going to keep on reading what your ignorant self said. Yeah, I said it. They just possess more talent. Oh, okay. You can tip your cap to them and understanding that. Understanding what? What are you trying to understand? Their IQ and their talent was more than you guys' IQ and talent. Is that what you're saying? To help grandma out, because you know I'm in those years where I got to have some understanding, and somebody got to help me understand what's going on in these YouTube rumors, TikTok, Snap a chat. Y'all help me out because I might be looking at this the wrong way. Okay, but he's saying they did not work them because with his no shooting self, with his no practicing self, they don't practice, they don't have shoot arounds anymore, according to what I've been told. He just come out there right before the game and just do his thing. So they didn't outwork you, huh? Even though they got more legs, their legs is fresher than yours. Okay, you just play half court. They play 94 feet. Yeah. Uh-huh. They didn't outwork you. Okay, okay. They just got speed on you, huh? Them young boys is running while you walking. Uh-huh. And talking to the referee. Uh-huh. Looking back at the game being played. Uh-huh. They say you play 43 minutes, but out of them 43 minutes, you probably playing about 38 of them because the rest of them minutes you spend talking to the referee, walking around and hope with your hands on your hips and rubbing your jersey and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, eating food on the sidelines, getting your medication on the sidelines, and your medications you ain't got to have no lighter for. You just gotta have some Gatorade. I said it. Hmm. That's why you always trading people. That's why you always every team you've been with, you trading people because you looking for that certain kind of talent, but you fail to realize, Mr. J. Reed James, that talent and IQ work together. Since you've been having these kind of talents and stuff since you was 8 years old. I thought you would think about that. Just because somebody can shoot a ball don't mean they know when to shoot the ball and how to run plays, partner. So what? I'm trying to unravel all this. What? You ain't no better than Steve Kermit over there talking on first take. What kind of thing? What are they putting in these millionaires' water? Are they getting something different out of their water or something? Because what they talking about means no sense. And you coming up with some new excuses. So we done heard the last ones you said. You said your arm was broke, your finger was broke, your toe was broke, your ankle was messed up, your foot was messed up, your shoulder was messed up. You got the growing pains and stuff like that going on. So you done ran out of excuses. So now you gonna try something different. That they were more talented than you. Lord have mercy. And y'all want to say we don't know basketball. You guys want to say we stuck in the you done with the 90s. You want to say we stuck in the 90s. You want to say that we don't know nothing about the numbers. So you pulling out statistics. You got 50,000 points, 40,000 points, and these many assists and that many assists. That don't mean nothing when you're talking stupid like this right here. Medication time, y'all. Excuse me. Uh-huh. I ain't done with you. Mm-hmm. Why don't you do something about that beard? Because some people been telling me that beard is covering up what's really going on with you, phone booth. Mr. Reeves. You know what happened. Them boys ran you to death. You hadn't been to the phone booth in a couple of weeks. Y'all think y'all can just lie and say anything and it's supposed to be gospel because of who you are. I wish I would. You talking about you got they out talented by OKC. You knew what kind of talent they had when it was coming up, okay, partner? Didn't that give you some motivation to get in your bag since you supposed to have a bag? Okay, I ain't seen no bag other than that orange one that you was carrying overseas, trying to go in the door. I don't know if that was your bag or Savannah's bag, but it looked like your bag. Okay, why didn't you get in your bag? You know these boys don't play. Them and the Spurs right now, 2-2. They head to head, okay? And the Spurs got Wimby, okay? We're gonna talk about that a little later. But the Spurs got Wimby. And you think you finna do something? You skated across beyond the Houston Rockets because KD didn't. Man, don't get me started. KD didn't even stand on his square. Okay, well maybe he did stand on his square, and we've been interpreting that square to mean what they call him: Slim Reaper, Grim Reaper, whatever, No Reaper, Shot Reaper. Well, I don't know what his supposedly stage name is supposed to be, but he didn't even give you no challenge. He act like he's scared. Okay, he off in them. He acting like a mouse. Okay, off in Tom and Jerry kind of situation. Scooby Doo. And then you want to come out after you done got swept with the brooms, okay? And you gonna say that OKC out, man. I needs to be getting paid what them psychiatrists and psychologists are getting paid because, man, we going through your thoughts and your comments like it's, man, gas on fire. And the people that believe this kind of stuff, that tells us what kind of thinking that they have, okay? Because they got as many excuses as you got, okay? They got something to say. Well, he didn't have this, and he didn't have that, and he didn't have it. What happened he had in his 23-year career? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me what he has not had that everyone else has had in his 23. Did he have a coach? Yeah, he had coaches, and some of them supposedly got fired because of him. Did he have good teammates? Yeah, he had good teammates. He had Kyrie, Kevin Love. Who else did he have? Who else did he have? Didn't he get Shepard, Iman them from Carmelo, and Carmelo had a fit at the game and it was tearing up the locker room and stuff? That's what the rumor mill said. Somebody else said, like, Stunning said that you got some extra help, you know. KG said you on that bag, you know what I'm saying. So if you haven't had what other people have been fortunate enough to have, what the problem is, okay? What happened in 2011? What happened, as a matter of fact, in 2026? What happened? You saying that you got out-talented. But I don't understand how you got out-talented and you said this one right here made you the GOAT. What did you change from your GOAT status to what, role player, like Mr. Nola says? Role player? Did you change your category? What happened? Hook us up with the information. I told you every time I come on here, man, please. Because what you doing is showing our kids, our children, the ones that are coming up in the NBA, coming up in sports, this is proper behavior. And no, this is not. I said it. I'm going to keep saying this behavior that you carry with you everywhere you go, partner, is not acceptable. This is not acceptable. You want to walk around like you the godfather or somebody, but that's not you, That's not you, partner. And then you talking about you got to tip your cap off to them. If we can understand that, yeah, we understand. You ain't got to worry about us understanding, Jerry Reed. Okay, we understand that what you've been doing for the last 23 years, you continually doing, making excuses, telling lies, putting narratives out there, attacking legends. Okay, that's the main thing. You attacking our legends that set this up for you to get what you got, partner. I can't rock with that, partner. We understand. We understand that you said this one right here made you to go. Well, how come this one right here didn't make you to go? I said it. I wish I would. What'd you do? You lay your goat jacket down when it came to this series right here? Yeah, I'm still talking about it. It's been, oh, what, 2 weeks now? Yeah, I'm still talking about it because I didn't get to talk about it last week. I wanted to talk about it last week, but I didn't get to. So I'm talking about it right now. So what did you do? When you came to the arena, you took your goat jacket off and you put on your role player jacket? You know how they have the list of people that's available and that's out, and then with the injuries, is that what you did? You took your name off the GOAT list and you put your name on the available, unavailable, out. Is that what you did before every game? Because you didn't play for 4 games, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the only 4. You could have pre-filled, did a post-dated fill out on this stuff right here, like a post-dated check. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to have some quiet time, and this right here just. Whew. Mm-mm. So you needs to be quiet too. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing, as Bernie Mac said. Don't say nothing. Cause every time you say something, partner, you digging a hole for yourself. Partner. Let's keep it moving. You done got my blood boiling, okay? I got to turn on the air conditioner, okay? Because between you and Stephen A and all these other brothers out here talking all this crazy stuff, and the folks that's talking sense, y'all want to downplay them, but y'all want to upplay y'all stuff for them clickbait so you can try to make some money. And now what the problem is, they got you out here with every kind of, what is it, 30 teams in the league? I believe they done had you in all 30 jerseys on the internet, okay? Don't nobody want you. Go on back to Cleveland, play your last year, take your son with you, and Bryce too. Bryce is trying to decide whether he gonna declare, how he gonna declare to the NBA, and he's sitting on he don't even got no GPA. What y'all gonna use his bench numbers to promote him for? Lord have mercy. Y'all see why we have to talk about things like this? Yeah, because back in the day when Kareem and Kobe and Mike and Ewing and Thomas and Rodman, when they came in the league, they had to have some kind of skill. You know what I'm saying? So now you got this second one, your second one talking about he wants to declare to the NBA, and I checked the numbers, he don't got no GPA. What is it? 1.5, 2 point, man. What? Defensive rating, offensive rating. I don't see no numbers by his name. So what is he coming in? What is he bringing to the table, partner? You mean to tell me Adam Silver is going to allow this young man to come into the league with bench minutes? With bench minutes? And you got AJ, you got Peterson, you got Axel, whatever, however you pronounce his name, Looking back at last year, you got Flag, you got Khan. You mean to tell me he does not have to do at least half of what them young men do, and he's still gonna get a contract? I wish I would. Y'all hold on, cause I done got triggered. And I got to have some of my associates to come in here and calm me down because I'm on the edge of needing more medication. I'm on the edge of needing more medication. And we 50 minutes in. Okay, well, let's just do this right here. I'm sending a link out to see if anybody want to come in and help me understand. And we finna get into some NBA stuff, okay? We're gonna get into some NBA stuff, some playoff stuff. Talk about what's going on with these playoffs. Y'all see what happened yesterday? Y'all see what happened yesterday, as they say in the South? Y'all know what the script said. If you didn't read it, go check it out on the threads. They're gonna try to push this to 7. Y'all know they are. All right. All NBA. All NBA. First team. First team. Okay. Who name we don't see on here? Where you at? This one made me to go. Where you at? Where you at, partner? I don't see your name up there. What happened? What happened? All right, y'all. My associates that's in the chat, the link is there. Y'all know I don't let nobody up on the panel or up on the stream that I don't know. So if I don't know you, I'm sorry. Send me an email or TikTok or Snapchat, DM or something so we can get to know each other if you want to be part of the panel, okay? But we don't have that kind of stuff going on where you're arguing and fighting and I'm going to pull up on you. You ain't finna pull up on me. Okay, you know where I'm in the 702, but you don't know my address and what you coming over here for. But I just sent the link out. So we got the NBA, all NBA first team. Who we got on the first team? We got Shea Gilgeous Alexander. We got Nikola Jokic. We got Victor Wembanyama. We got Luka Wooka, and we got Mr. Cade Cunningham. They on the first team. Okay. I don't see no, this one made me to go. Where your name at? Maybe you on the second team. Let's see who's on the second team. I got to pull that up because you know you're only allowed to put so many pictures on the stream. So let's see who's on the second team. Let's see. Maybe you on the second team. Who's on the second team? Uh-oh. I don't see your name on the second team. Mr. This one right here made me go. We got on the second team, we got Mr. Jaylen Brown. You mean to tell me Kawhi got on the second team and you didn't get on the second team? Oh, Lord Jesus. What does that say about you? We got KD that didn't even stand on his square during the postseason. He's on the second team. What's going on? We got Jalen Brunson from the Knicks, who's still playing. Yeah, they still playing against the Cavaliers, which leads us on to our next person, Mr. Donovan Mitchell. Donovan, I don't know if you did a background check or credit reference or something on James Harden, but I hope you understand who your teammate is. I ain't trying to throw no shade, but I'm throwing shade because James Harden has never, ever stood up, you know, in nights like these, yeah. Yeah, no. Hey Trey, I'm coming. Let me just finish this right here. I'll be with you in just a second. And maybe since Jay Reed is not on the second team, maybe he's on the third team. Can we check that out? Let's just see if he's a Jay Reed. This one right here made you to go is on the third team. I know you did miss the man. If you missed being on the third team, you know what you need to do? You need to return retire. You don't need to go to nobody else's team, but you need to retire, because if you can't get one, maybe you can get two, or maybe you can get three. No, partner. JJ Reed. JB, I don't even see your name on the third team. What in the world happened to your credentials? You got a problem, partner. Huh? We got Jalen Duran, who's on Detroit, who just got beat. We got Chet Holmgren. Chet playing right now. We got Jalen Johnson, Tyrese Maxey, and Jamal Murray. I don't see no LeBron James nowhere on any of these three lists. You ain't no GOAT, partner. You is a role player, like Nola said. Okay, how about that? Hey, good morning, Trey.
Hey, the music got me going. The music got me going. The music got me going.
How you doing? Happy Memorial Day.
How you doing? Happy Memorial Day to you.
Yeah, no,
I'm good. I got all the barbecuing, all the cooking out the way yesterday. I'm good. I can relax. Pop my knuckles.
No.
Pop my toes. You know how you make your toes do this when you stretch? Yeah, I'm enjoying all that. I'm enjoying all that.
I'm not doing no barbecue. I'm gonna do a little soul food today, maybe some catfish and collard greens and cornbread, that kind of situation. And I got my espresso martini this morning.
Okay. Hope everybody in good health. I hope nobody waking up to bad news, like they say on the eyes. Don't bring me no bad news. Don't bring me no bad news.
No, don't mess up my vibe today. Please don't. We hope everybody's okay. But we're gonna continue with these conversations. What you thinking about? What I've talked about, Jay Reed. I've talked about Dallas and Jason Kidd. I talked about Ray J. Did you see the Ray J situation?
I'm gonna say this on Ray J. Get your money. Get your money however you get your money. The dude who knocked Ray J out, you gotta understand, I think they just switched positions. They just now, that dude's known for jokes, right? Bagging and all that.
Right.
The Dirty Dozens.
Right.
So he let Ray J beat him at that. Ray J so-called is a Pyru, got bloods around him from LA, should be tough. How this happened? It's more money. Think about it. If Ray J knocks him out, does that go crazy? Or if he knocked Ray J out?
Right.
You gotta look at it. And Ray J said on Cam Newton that I do these things because I'm getting paid. He said, if you like what I'm saying, if you don't like what I'm saying, if you agree, you're tuning in. I'm getting paid. I'm turning into money. So he's going to turn this knockout into money.
Right. Well, we know he got paid, but it was just so funny the way you get paid.
He should have told that knockout. He should have talked about that knockout. It was a knockout. That nigga was seeing stars. Which fingers am? Which way am I on?
I don't think he really, I'm gonna be real, I don't think he was really knocked out. If we all seen fights, right? Mike Tyson, you can go professional, you can go to the street. When somebody hits you and your body can't function, it goes limp. It ain't no 3 seconds like WWE standing up and then fall. That's that Wendy Williams.
His hairpiece. At least he didn't have a hairpiece on like old boy did in the boxing ring off his hairpiece.
Once Ray J came out, it look, it's a hoax. Ray J comes out, he doing all this shit. He ain't even extending them all the way. He keeping them in here. The dude, after a few minutes, the dude start ducking every punch he threw like he Bruce Lee.
In the phone.
Then he throws some. I don't want to fight. Leave me alone. Shit. And knock Ray J out for 3 seconds on his feet, and then he fall.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all not gonna get my money, but
no.
I know that was some bull crap. Come on, T Price. If you ever fought a man, you not fit to do this.
Niggas don't dance no more. All we do is this. All we do is this.
The punches that he did hit on that man, if he would have stopped pulling them back and went all the way through, we would have seen face turns, heads going back. Y'all niggas are rich. Y'all niggas are famous. Y'all got money. Y'all not about to come out here and hurt each other for real.
Right.
Somebody made an agreement. I bet you Ray J got more money than him.
T, ain't that what he said? This wasn't the plan.
They did two things back to back. GG, I seen it. All y'all can go look it up. Ray J was in a bagging contest with him.
It wasn't in the script.
And now he beat Ray J in something that we thought Ray J should win in. We thought he should beat Ray J in the bagging contest. He didn't. And now he beat Ray J up. Like, y'all making money off of this.
Yeah, clicks. And ain't no telling what the promotion was for it. You know, it's in the millions. I'm just saying, baby, if you need some money, don't do this right here. This don't look good. You just came out the hospital, supposedly, or from the internet, you was dying or something. And we don't want
he trying to leave his kids as much money as he can before it's over.
Well, put some more tapes out then. Ain't you got the follow-up tape from you and Kim? Put some more
I look
tapes
at it,
out.
right? Think about it. When they always tell somebody to take the fall, GGT Price, when they tell somebody to fall, are they going to the person room who they think will lose or they think will win? Who room is they going to?
I think they're going to the one they think that's going to win, especially if you got
exactly. So Ray J, take the fall. Yeah. Mike Tyson, take the fall. You know you ain't gonna go over there because we're gonna make more money when the person who don't supposed to win.
That gets them set on a path to greatness. You know what I'm saying? You gotta knock somebody out to get to greatness. So if you knock Mike Tyson out, what they gonna do? You know, all kind of promoters and managers gonna be at your door trying to offer you money.
Look, Ray J winning right now because look what we doing. Talking about it.
Talking about it. We're talking about it. We're not talking about that Stephen A. and Jaylen Brown situation. That's getting on my nerves, y'all. That's getting on my. Why he going after all these melanated brothers, huh? And talking about you want to run for president. You ain't gonna get no votes, partner, huh?
You need to make his daddy more money.
You need to make his daddy more money. You don't want me to say what I'm thinking about that situation.
He gonna get some votes, but it ain't gonna be from his people.
And you think them other people, them vanilla wafers, you think they love you like that, Stephen A? Huh? But back to NBA, y'all. The viewership is up. Y'all got any comments on that? What y'all thinking about this?
I'll say this about Stephen A. He reminds me of the character that Samuel L. Jackson played in Django.
Yeah.
Do everybody remember when this black man, and we know who runs ESPN, this black man said, I wake up and go to sleep thinking about how I can make my bosses some more money. That's a slave mind.
Yeah, I said that at the beginning of the show.
And go to sleep thinking about how you can make another man's life better, his family's life better. You a slave to him.
Come on now.
You not waking up saying, I'm trying to, in a good way, because we all need somebody to get somewhere. I'm using this to get here and become my own boss. You're never saying that to us black people. You're not putting that message out to the young black man. You're telling the young black man, wake your ass up and try to figure out how to make the white man's money so you can get some money. That's what you're saying.
Come on now. And what makes it so dumb is, like Mr. Trey just said, you ain't thinking about how you can make yourself more money, how you can help your community. You so worried about how your boss gonna get paid, and you wish it on a star to try to get a bonus or something. And then the same man you trying to make more money, you got to fight him at the end of your contract just to get what you think you worth. Partner, what is your problem?
You not about to treat me like I'm a lioness. And if anybody don't know what I'm talking about, the lioness go out there and hunt, find the food, and then the lion just come and say, "Get the hell out the way," and whatever I leave, y'all eat.
Yeah.
I'm not waking up trying to make some man some money, or going to sleep trying to make some man some money so he can give me crumbs, kibbles, and bits, like a little dog. Here you go, boy. Good work. Here you go. Really scratch me behind my ear.
Right, and then after 25 years, all he gonna give you is a watch. I wish I would.
The first time he see that you can't make that same money no more, get out of here.
Yeah, right. And Jalen Brown told you if you stop streaming and stop reporting and retire, that he would be quiet. And then you gonna come back with some stuff like, I know some stuff about you from the locker room. You worried about the business, if the Celtics want you or not, and you worried about whether you getting digged. You think Jalen Brown is sitting around worried about whether the Celtics want him or not? You think the Celtics don't have enough power where they can trade this young man if they don't want him on the team? You's a dumb curveball.
What active NBA player is trying to get to know media to find out Stephen A. business? That's his job. You're trying to get to know coaches, GMs, owners, players, so you can get information off of everybody.
Right.
Ain't none of them players worried about what Stephen A. do, because they know what you do. Talk about them.
And I want you to leave our melanated brothers alone. You ain't, like I said at the beginning of the show, you ain't got not one statement against them vanilla wafers. And if you do, it's not controversial. It's nothing that we haven't heard before. It's nothing that's going to be, put them in a position where they got to do something. And then you're talking crazy to Jay Reed, and Jay Reed fronts you off, but now you want to get on Jalen Brown talking about stuff. Don't nobody care about what you know. That's old news, partner.
When have we ever heard a sports analyst threaten any type of professional athlete with,
"Come on now,
do you want me to go there with you? Do you want me to tell everybody what I know?" Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure Kobe called everybody at ESPN idiots. Nobody did an Instagram. Nobody came on TV and said, "Kobe, do you want us to tell them what we really know?"
Man, come on.
This man, Stephen A., thinks he's bigger than the NBA. He thinks he's bigger than sports. He thinks he's bigger than ESPN. He actually believes if ESPN lets him go, they gonna go down.
Man, if you thinking like that, Mr. Steve S. Okay, if you thinking like that, you really need to go see a psychiatrist, a psychologist. Come on over here and talk to Gigi. Snap a chat me one, okay? You thinking wrong, partner. Because the ESPN was there before you and will be there after you, partner.
That man, what he fails to realize is, they've been doing this same thing for the longest, right? They always get your own people to try to make you take the deal or tell you about yourself, right? They don't want to look racist no more. They don't want to hear racism and all that. So they learn. It's just like Gilbert Arenas, right? Guess what? He think you will take it better. Gilbert Arenas says, "I'm a Kobe fan, and I'm telling you that LeBron's better." You know why? That's reverse psychology. He's trying to say, I don't want to say this because I'm a Kobe fan, but it's the truth. So he's using being a Kobe fan to make all the other Kobe fans be like, yeah, that makes sense. Why would he say that? No.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
full of shit. If anybody's smart, you're not a Kobe fan because that's like you love your mom and your dad. You don't care if you go to somebody else's house and they mama and daddy house better. You're not gonna choose them over your mama and daddy.
Come on
If
now.
that's your favorite, that's your
Come on
favorite.
now. Right.
If that's your favorite, Will Smith, Denzel Washington. Well, Will Smith got this, that, this, and that. Well, Denzel, you got this, that you're gonna try anything to make your favorite better. You're not gonna concede. You're not gonna concede. You're gonna make whatever argument you can make. So that's what Stephen A does. Stephen A comes in, he's like, look, I'm from New York. I'm from New York, okay? I'm from the streets, okay? I've been to Rutgers. So now he's trying to relate to niggas.
Right.
So now that he start talking that New York talk, you gotta believe what I say. You gotta listen to what I say, because now I'm talking like niggas talk. No.
Right. You trying to get your G card, but you trying to get your G card the wrong way, partner. You still can't come to the barbecue, partner. With them big educated words you be trying to use. You still can't come to the barbecue because you ain't down with us like that. You supposed to be a sports analyst.
He not staying long, GG. He just coming to get a plate and leaving.
Right. Taking a couple of plates home, bringing that old nasty potato salad that you bought at the Walmart or at the Smart and Final, bringing that to the barbecue. Ain't nobody trying to eat that stuff, partner. Go on, stay at the house, okay? Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis, with your first take. No.
Stephen A can lie all he want to, but I bet you when he throw a birthday party or any kind of party, I bet you it ain't a lot of this in there.
Right. No. Ain't no lot of this in there. No. Mama didn't make it like that. That ain't the way we do it around here, okay, partner? What y'all think about OKC and San Antonio? Y'all see what the script is. What you thinking?
7-game series, right? They're gonna do that. Because to me it's like wrestling, right? To me, it's like wrestling. If you're not ready for Stone Cold to lose, you're gonna make it look like The Rock beat his ass, but Stone Cold just squoze it out. Just so you make them both look strong. Stone Cold still wins, but The Rock looks strong. Like, oh shit. That's what they're doing. They're making Wemby. They're creating Wemby right now. The legend of Wemby is being started right now this season.
Right now.
This is the time this is when they're going to start his seasons. This is where they're going to start his legacy at. They're going to say, remember, he took OKC to this and did that. They're going to start it right here.
Right.
Just like they did with LeBron. They like to start his career where it's positive. They're going to start his career right here, OKC. Now, this is where it gets tricky for me. Are y'all tired of Gildress? Because y'all starting now to allow slander to how he falls on the ground. If y'all tired of Gildress, y'all about to make him a one-time champion like y'all did Giannis and Joker. What's the bigger thing I feel? If I was to really be honest, the biggest team that can really have you talking all the way till next season if they won is the New York Knicks. If the New York Knicks win, and it's been 27 years or 24 years, something like that, that's the bigger story.
Right. Well, you can tell who they promoting because everywhere I look is Wemby. I mean, don't get it twisted. Wemby stays on the floor a lot too now, and you can't get it twisted. And he's throwing bows at people. Y'all want to say that OKC's defense is kind of aggressive, but I don't see them throwing no elbows. I don't see them wrapping their arms around people. I'm kind of mixed feelings on that, Trey, because this is slander, like you say.
I'm going to say this. They're not doing nothing to Wemby that none of us would do. This nigga this
Right.
big.
He's 7'4", 7'3", something like
I'm gonna
that.
grab you a little bit, but they are grabbing them.
Yeah, they are.
But I'm the type of person, right? Once I see you grab me and do that, I'm looking at you. I'm like, oh, motherfucker, that's what we doing.
That's what we doing. That's what we doing.
That's how I feel. Oh, that's what we. Don't you say shit when it's down there.
Right.
I don't really care about the grabbing because you're supposed to be taught to play through that shit. I'm looking at the referees are going to control these games and this series the way they want.
Right. There you go.
To me, it reminds me of that Spurs and Miami series. One team win, next team win, this team win, and that team win.
Right.
Like, shit, shit, y'all got the drama going real heavy. But I'm gonna say this. I just think they're building Wemby. See, right now, if Wemby lose, it don't hurt him because everybody gonna say he gave the champions a run for their money. He had a hell of a year. Look at what he accomplished. Ain't nobody gonna talk bad about Wemby. They just gonna say he wasn't even supposed to be in the Western Conference Finals. That's what they gonna say.
Right.
So they gonna say he beat he got further than Joker, LeBron, Steph. They gonna add all that to him. Now, Shea, Wemby, they are future rivals. They the future. So they want to make them dudes look challenging. Right now, Wemby look good even if he lose. So I believe OKC gonna win the series because Wemby comes out cool no matter what. Wemby don't look bad no matter what.
Right. That's true.
Because nobody is saying, nobody said it until like right now. Nobody came into this season saying Wemby got to win a championship. Nobody said that. So he already got a championship pass.
Right.
Because we all felt like he ain't really ready. You got OKC, you got this team, like other team. He's he's still learning. Nobody expected him to be right there. So if he lose, it's gonna be Wemby, hold your head up. Wemby, don't you be ashamed. You did something you wasn't supposed to do. So he could take the loss.
Right. They're gonna say
but Shea right now, look, you are a 2-time MVP. You can't take that loss right now.
No.
It's gonna drop you too far. To lose to a 3-year to lose to somebody that's only been in the league for 3 years, hell no.
3 years, right.
Hell no.
Right.
We ain't seen nothing like that since Magic Johnson and Kawhi Leonard. And at that time when Kawhi Leonard beat LeBron, he wasn't the guy. It was still Tim Duncan there.
And then too, they gonna say that Wemby had a concussion and he came back and ran the champs to 7 games. So they got all kinds. So
you see, he gets nothing but positivity.
Positivity. That's it.
That's all he gonna get. Shea is the one they gonna talk about. They gonna say that's what all that flopping do to you. That's what all that falling on the ground when somebody blow on you. Like, that's what they gonna say if he lose. So they not gonna do that to him because they need Shea to make money in the future.
Right. But see, the thing about Shea, they saying he's flopping, but they act like the narrative is they act like they ain't never seen it. Who started this flopping stuff outside of Vlade Divac? Who's the next one?
Well, this is what I think people are mad at, in my opinion, right? It's not about the flopping, right? Because we seen James Harden.
Right.
We seen Dame Leonard, Trae Young. We see all the players drive the ball and be like, when somebody bump you, what makes your neck go back like that? If I'm bumping your body, why your neck going back like that?
Come on now.
You throwing that shit back like you Tina Turner. You throwing it back. So to me, I think what everybody is really mad at with Shea, because they usually change up the calls, Gigi, in the playoffs. They stop giving you that season shit.
Right.
I think everybody mad because Shea's still getting them in the playoffs. And you're supposed to stop. See, James Harden did it too, but they stopped in the playoffs. Luka Doncic, he foul bait you too, but they stop it in the playoffs. They say, no, we gonna let niggas get aggressive with you. This is the first time that we're seeing the referee still not letting you touch Shea. No, he should be touched in the playoffs now. When you in the playoffs, I want the intensity, because you got to be smart. Look, when Shea falls on the ground and he don't get the foul, GG, he gets up so fast back on defense, huh?
Right.
He get right back up because he knew he was fucking playing.
Right.
He knew he playing. Yeah, if you really fall on the ground, I'm going to tell you what he going to do, though, GG. He going to really hurt himself throwing himself on the ground like that.
Right.
He's his body is taking impact that it don't need to take. You're making your body hit that hard ass hardwood. That shit gonna wear and tear on you. Go ask Allen Iverson. The more you hit that hard ass floor, your hips gonna start hurting. Your ass gonna start hurting. Your back. In about a few more seasons, he gonna start being injury prone because of that falling shit.
Right. And then some of that, like we say, it is flopping. But we've seen that before. And some of that is they are kind of manhandling him a little bit.
But you know what? I'm going to say this. As a man, this is why I don't like it for anybody. It ain't just Shea. As a man, if you sock me in my face, I still don't want to fall. I'm stumbling back trying to stay on my feet.
Right.
So as a man, you're not going to let look, Gigi, sometimes they shoot the ball and the dude just do this to their arm. They act like he pushed them over. He just making sure you don't follow through. That's all. I know that move. When the dude shoot the ball, you touch his arm, make sure he don't follow through so he don't feel his whole rhythm. You don't have to fall on the ground, bro. But since the NBA keep making these rules, let them land. Niggas are learning how to use the rules against them.
Get some right, because
the referee gotta be really smart and say, I don't care if this player come in my face. Hey, why you didn't call that? Because I don't believe that could have knocked your big ass down.
Right. They do.
That dude, look, you gotta think. This nigga is 6'7", 6'6", Shea. I understand. I'm 6'2". Some of the shit he fall on, I'm not falling on. I don't even want you to think you can knock me over like that.
Right.
I don't even want you to think between us as two gorillas, we are men. So at the end of the day, I don't want you to think you just strong like that. Even if Shaq pushed me, I'm going to try to not let him push me back too far. I'm going to try to stop somewhere.
Right. And that goes to speak to the IQ, because your IQ is going to tell you what to do to avoid getting, tangled up, or to avoid falling all the time. Which is going to,
thank you, Gigi, that you said it perfect. Look, even animals, it don't matter. When you falling, your body is already in the mode supposed to catch you from falling. You want to put a hand down. Yeah. You want to keep yourself up. So for these dudes to just be like, oh, fuck it, fall on I don't want to fall. It might hurt me.
Right. And
it might hurt me. I might fall on my shoulder. I don't want to fall.
And now you messing up my coins, okay?
Hey, look, Gigi, I don't want to fall, let alone die for a goddamn ball. I don't want to. If I have to, I will die. But I don't want to fall just to try to see if this referee gonna fall for a trick. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And the farthest I'm gonna go to get a foul is if I feel a motherfucker touching me, Gigi, I'm gonna say, hey. Hey. I'm not gonna fall though. I'm gonna be like, hey.
Right. Yeah. This is, like you said, this is what we doing. Okay, you want to take it to Rutgers? Let's go to Rutgers then.
Yeah, look, halftime come. If halftime come, we get a timeout. I'm gonna just go to the referee and be like, I seen you. Watch him do that shit to me like this. I'm gonna do it too. You better not say shit. That's what I'm going to tell the referee. I'm not going to tell the referee, call that shit. I'm going to tell the referee, don't call that shit when I do it.
That's it. They pulling
That's how you want to. I want to establish myself with the referees. Hey, ref, whatever you let happen to me, that shit going to happen on that side.
Right. Right. That should be like you said. That should
And I'm
be the
talking, and I'm
argument.
talking about the stars. I'm not talking about the nobodies. If I'm Shea,
Right.
if I'm LeBron, if I'm Luka, if I'm, any superstar of a franchise, I'm telling the referee, if you let somebody hit me upside my head, nigga, I'm gonna hit somebody upside their head, and I swear to
You
God,
better
nigga,
not
I
say
wish
that.
you would
You better
call it.
not say. I wish you would. I
I
wish you
wish you
would
would
call
call it. Whatever the hell they can do to me, I'm gonna do it today too, nigga. I don't
it.
care
Right.
how good I could score the ball. I don't want to hear that shit.
Right. Right. You got to establish your dominance. That's one
Yeah, you
thing,
gotta
Zay.
let the ref
You got
know.
to establish
I'm
your
gonna force
dominance.
you to be equal, nigga.
Right.
If he can
Right.
elbow me, you better let me do it, cause I'm a man.
Right.
I want to hit his
Right.
ass back.
You see how they playing? Okay, this is what we doing today. Okay, that kind
And
of
Shea
situation.
does this a lot too. I never liked this. I'm not just putting it on Shea because we seen them highlighted with Jaylen Brown. I don't like
Right.
none of you players that arm guard.
Yeah.
This
There's a
not
lot of
football.
that.
This
There's
not
a lot of
football.
that.
You don't. You supposed to be. This is what you supposed to do. You can do this, a little bump, but you can't extend your arm.
All the way out.
Shea,
Pushing back a step.
Shea be pushing dudes away from him. I ain't saying he couldn't make the shot anyway. This is why I'm mad at it. I know you can make that shot anyway. Why are you doing that?
Right. Right.
That's how
Jaylen
I
Brown
look at
showed
it.
us a lot of that. Jaylen Brown showed us a lot of that when they was playing.
And I don't want people to say, well, Michael Jordan pushed Bryant Russell in the. That's the last player of the goddamn game. He ain't do it the whole 48 minutes.
That's just an excuse to downplay Michael Jordan's last
To
shot.
me, I feel like I'm being biased, right? Because I don't like the way LeBron James bulldoze people. I be like, that's a charm.
Right. Come
And
on
if I'm D'ing you up, I'm bodying you up, and you can't get me off of you, why the hell you able to do that? And I can't.
Right.
If you about to drive past me, I want to do that too.
Are they practicing that kind of stuff in the shoot arounds? Or is that
What's his
something that they
name said that? What's that coach name? He said when I used to coach for James Harden, he said he used to tie me up like that, like while we practicing. He will learn how to go under me, and Shea is practicing. Look, it's like wrestling, GG. Them athletes tell you in wrestling, they say as a human being, you are taught not to fall. Like if you almost trip, think about it, GG. If you walking down the street right now and the tip of your shoe hit the sidewalk and you get to stumbling, the first thing in your mind is to save yourself. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
That's it.
So
And if
you have
happen
to
fall, protect
train
yourself
to fall.
Yeah.
For you to fall, you have to train yourself. It's like being in a movie. I have to act like I'm getting hurt. So Shea is training himself to oh, he found me. Oh.
See,
I don't like that. I feel like really I shouldn't see one player on the basketball court. I'm being real. I shouldn't see, except for like somebody like Spud Webb, Allen Iverson. Jay, you too tall. I don't care. I don't want to see a player like that hit the ground 20 times in a game. 20 times? Nigga, this ain't football.
Come on now.
This not football. You shouldn't be falling that much. Ain't nobody tackling. Think about it in football. Think about football. Real men, Gigi, watch this. Dudes are trying to tackle these dudes and they bouncing them off. So you come to the NBA and you shoot the ball and a dude touch your arm, you fall?
No. That's not legit.
You're foul baiting. You're foul baiting too much. I don't mind foul baiting. Don't get me wrong. This is when I think you should foul bait. Fourth quarter, game close. Or we need Shaq out the game. You know, we need Shaq out the game. We need this nigga out the game. Let me see if I can get a foul on him. But all game, 48 minutes of you foul baiting? That's not basketball. That's not
That's
basketball
not.
I'm watching.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Cause we seen basketball before, and the great ones did. They did it, but they didn't do it the way you doing it. And got people slandering you like this. It don't make
And
no sense.
Shay should know better, right? Because who
Yeah,
comes before you teach you a lesson.
yeah.
And James Harden came before you. Yes, James Harden was exciting to watch something. I'm not gonna lie. The way James Harden scored the ball was more exciting than the way Gildress do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. If I had to watch James Harden foul baiting ass or Shea, I want Houston Rockets James Harden.
Houston Rockets. Yeah, there you
I
go.
want
There
that.
you
I
go.
want to watch that foul baiting dude because he's stepping back, he crossing you up. He's not really.
Hmm.
And James Harden didn't fall all the time. He really made you get it locked up in his arms. People got to know the difference.
Hmm.
He didn't
Hmm.
fall all the time. Yeah, some threes he'll fall, but do you really see James Harden hit the floor that much? Hell no.
Mm-mm. And the thing about it is,
And we didn't.
right
And we
now,
didn't like that, Gigi. We didn't
we
like that
did.
shit.
Remember they changed the rule because of that crap, that foul baiting stuff. And James Harden whole game had to change. That's why he ain't doing nothing right now. You know what I'm saying? He
When
running
they
up on
changed
the
that
block.
rule, when they
Yeah,
changed that rule, you didn't see James Harden score that much no more.
right,
You didn't see
right.
Damian Leonard score that much no more. Trey Young, it got difficult. It got difficult for everybody who was foul baiting to score
Yep. And then what
because
makes it so?
because they was used to drawing 12 to 14 fouls a game.
Yeah, yeah. And then what makes it so bad right now? OKC is averaging about 120 points, and San Antonio is only averaging about 114. But don't let it be you losing because man, I just don't understand Trey what they doing.
Do
I don't
you
understand
remember
what they
when you
doing.
were? Do you remember when you were really so good that somebody really tried to take your head off on purpose? Like, nigga, stop.
Yeah,
Now you faking it. The referee don't know when I hit you for real. You making him
right,
think every damn. You making the referee think every foul is a flagrant foul.
right. And that's just not what the OKC. It's running across the league. This kind of behavior is running across the league.
Yeah,
So you
see,
telling me that what I
it
gotta
gets
pay for in the league pass is
it
to
gets
watch a whole
spotlighted
bunch
in
of WWE?
it gets spotlighted in the playoffs because when you
Yeah,
in the playoffs, you're honing in on certain players and teams.
right, right.
It ain't 30 teams playing. It's just
Mm-hmm.
these 16. It's just this 8 now. It's just this 4 now. You know?
Right.
So like right now, all we watching is the Spurs, OKC, New York, and Cleveland. That's all we watching when
That's
it comes
all
to
we
basketball.
watching.
So we are learning, we are looking at players that we probably, this ain't even our favorite teams. We like, what the fuck he doing? What the
Right.
fuck?
And why
So
they
some
doing it
people is
so much?
watching Shea. Some people only seen Shea when he played their team.
Right,
Now
right.
they seeing him throughout the whole playoffs, throughout a whole series. They like, is that what he was doing for 82 games? Oh, hell
Right,
no.
right, right.
See, everybody just be looking at the stats. Oh, he averaged 30. They don't know how he's getting the like. And I'm not saying he sucks. He's garbage. I'm saying sometimes the stats don't tell. If you see I average 40, how you know I ain't shooting 50 free throws for that? You thinking I'm
Right,
crossing everybody over, hitting
right.
threes? No, I'm getting to the free throw line.
Bam, out of Bayou's in the situation. You got 40 something free throws in one game. I wish I would pay to see that
Look what
crap.
we say about Shaq. We ain't saying that about Shaq. We know when Shaq averaged 30, 29, that shit was mostly dunks.
Mm-hmm.
When if Shaq could shoot free throws, that nigga probably would have averaged 40.
Yep. Yep. Because he had most free throws on the in the game, you know what I'm saying?
That
And he
man was
won.
shooting about 20, damn near he averaged about 15 free throws a game.
Shay, you know I got y'all OKC. I got y'all 4-3.
And look,
But y'all got to do something. Y'all got to do
look,
something.
watch this,
Okay?
GG. Watch this, GG. If
Mm.
you keep falling every play, right? How can I give you credit for spacing? How good is your spacing if a motherfucker always up on you like that?
And that speaks right back to the IQ. Your IQ got to tell you how to get spacing in those situations. You
This
ain't
how you
got to
get
use
it.
the
Look, Gigi.
elbow. Yeah,
This
that's
how
what
you
I'm
get it.
saying.
Look.
That's how you get it. You know, because your IQ hasn't been set to anything else but that right now. You know what I'm saying? No, you got to have that 1-2 step back or something. You got to have. You think Michael Jordan played with double teams every game and he didn't have a spacing technique or skill?
Michael Jordan and Kobe
No.
Bryant had spots, and they knew how to get to them. Why you don't know
Right.
how to get to your spots without falling? That's all I'm asking.
Right.
Think
That's
about
all
it.
I'm
Think
asking.
about it. Think about it. This man would shoot a fadeaway, GG, and fall. How many times we see Kobe and Mike fall with a fadeaway?
Come on now. Come on now.
Because Kobe and Mike ain't gonna shoot that fadeaway unless they got the right spacing.
Right. And they done practice. They done memorize. Their body is in tune with how to get that spacing without throwing them balls, okay?
Anybody who's watching, I want you right now. Go and find me a video of Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem Olajuwon, Penny Hardaway, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. Go show me a video of those dudes getting hit in the head and doing this. Forgetting the basketball.
Yeah.
Throwing it somewhere and not trying to score
Right.
still. Those dudes went oops upside their head. Them dudes were still trying to do their play. They didn't care how you hit them. They were trying to score and take your hit so they could flex on you. Why you flexing on somebody while you're on the ground? You flex on somebody when they try to hit you hard and you take it and dunk on them, and then you look at them like, nigga, it ain't good enough.
Right. Right. Like my MJ said, he can't guard me. Okay, you ain't got that kind of situation going
GG,
on.
when I grew up, GG, if you got somebody that was a mismatch, right? If I knew I was taller than you, I'd go to the post. They grabbing your shoulder. They trying to grab one arm. You know what you do? You still shoot it. And when you make it, you say, hit the weight room, little nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. What did MJ say? You done? You done?
You know how you grab that? You know how you grab that short person by the head and just hold them back, and they just swinging at the air. That's to me. That's how men's that's how we conversate. You trying to tackle me? You trying to be aggressive? You trying to knock me out? I just took your best punch, boy. I'm about to kill you.
Right. Right. That's what I don't understand about today's league. Y'all say y'all have evolved, but what have you evolved to? Because you ain't playing basketball anymore. This is more like Trey said, football, WWE kind of situation going on. You got skills. Yes, you got skills, but your skills entail some stuff that we don't like, okay? Y'all done practice them bowls too much.
Guess what? Guess what, GG? As much as I don't like Tom Brady and some other quarterback, I never seen a quarterback flop in the pocket.
Come on now.
I never seen a quarterback get a hit and act like it was a more hit than it was.
Come on now.
If I seen a quarterback throw that ball and he threw this, that's what he really had to do. These basketball players, where they get hit at, the way they get hit and the way they make their body fly is not possible. It's not possible. We gotta think. We got a game called football. We see dudes get bumped all day in football and they do not fly to the sidelines.
No.
If you are a man and if you are a man first, so you trying to stand your ground. You're not trying to get your ass flew off somewhere.
Right, right.
So that's fake, man. Anytime you see another grown man just fall because the dude did this, he's faking.
Right. Right, y'all grabbing on jerseys, running down court with people grabbing on jerseys, falling all down. Don't nobody want to watch that all 48 minutes. We don't want to see that. We want to see you take somebody to the rim and show them who their daddy is, okay?
You know what they call it, Gigi? They want to
What?
say, I'm out thinking them. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You cheating the game, nigga. You not
Yeah,
beating them. It's like
yeah.
if I'm playing somebody 1-on-1, Gigi, and every time they take a shot, they say foul, so they get the ball back and get another try.
Come on now. What is
Bro,
that?
you ain't gonna keep on calling foul, nigga, getting the ball every time you miss, nigga.
Right, right. What is that? What is that? You running people over, offensive fouls, double dribbling, walking. You walk 3 steps
And look,
before
I'm
you
not
bounce
saying
the
it. I'm not saying it just for Shay, Gigi. I don't want to see nobody do that shit.
nobody. Yeah, yeah. You running folks over, you throwing your bowls at them, ain't getting no call, but every time somebody touch you, you on your knees asking somebody to marry you on the court, okay? The game is still going on and you on your knees asking the referee to marry your ass, okay? Don't nobody want to see that. What you think we gonna pay?
You over there, look, you running back down the court acting like Jesus just now came out the sky.
Right, right. Yeah, you call foul baiting. Shay is foul baiting, but everybody else is foul begging. Okay, everybody begging for a foul. You got your hands out. You got your eyes
And then
wide open.
we get mad at the referees when they
Right,
don't know what the fuck a foul is no more.
right,
Cause these niggas
right,
out here tricking them.
right. Everything is a foul. They touch your arm, it's a foul. They touch your leg, it's a foul. If they
What
look
they
at you
need to
wrong,
do,
they
hey
say
look,
something
Gigi,
wrong.
what they need to do, they need to come out with an award for the best flopper in the league.
Come on now. We got tapes. We got tapes. If y'all wanted to start that category, we got a whole bunch of tapes that we can submit for the contestants, okay? Almost one person out of every team, if not two people out of every team is flopping,
Gigi, not
okay?
like that. I done seen, and it's not a good thing, but I done seen women get pushed, pop, slap, whatever you want to call it, and they didn't
Right,
fall. And they don't
right,
fall.
right.
So you not about to convince me that a grown ass man is falling off of that shit when I done
Right.
seen women in very violent situations still on their damn feet.
Yeah, running down the other side to play some defense if that's what the
Fighting
situation
back,
is.
fighting back. It don't matter
Yes,
how they fight back.
yes.
They swing it.
Mm-mm.
I'm like,
No.
damn.
No, this is unacceptable, Mr. Adam Silver. You want to change the rules of how they doing the lottery and how they doing the tanking and all of that. You need to be worried about what's going on the court. You ain't doing nothing about what's going on the court. You let there ain't no. It's supposed to be what, 2,000 or twenty thousand
You know
dollar
what,
fine for
Gigi?
every
You
time
know what,
somebody's
Gigi?
flopping. Mm,
He do not supposed to be the commissioner. If you think about it, David Stern died out of nowhere.
mm-hmm.
David Stern didn't pass him the keys. He passed away.
Yeah. Yeah, you sitting, Adam Silver, you sitting all up in the stands at the San Antonio OKC game. You needs to be at your desk trying to figure out why come the the games is getting more viewership because they playing a little rougher and they really trying. These are some of the teams that we like. But I'm telling you right now, Mr. Adam Silver, you ain't watching the game for the wrong stuff. You watching to
David
see how much money you gonna get.
David Stern was for player empowerment, but he was for the NBA empowerment too.
Right.
Adam Silver is more player than the NBA.
Yeah, and you want us to accept what you doing. You babying these boys. You should let these young men know, yeah, I'm gonna give you 200 million, but you gonna play basketball. Period. Okay, you ain't finna be out there flopping, sliding all around the court and
Hey, look,
fighting with the
let
referees.
me tell you guys something. You guys want them big ass contracts, right? Well, the way we keep
Mm-hmm.
those is the ratings staying up. So the
Mm-hmm.
next All-Star game, I'm gonna need that shit to be very, very competitive.
Right.
When you got the best of the best on the court, that's like, think about it. They play harder. I feel like the same All-Star teams, those are players that's going to be on our USA teams.
Right.
You play how
Most
you
of the,
practice. You
right.
practice how you
Right.
play.
Right.
You play how you
Now,
practice. You practice how you play.
and to piggyback off of that, y'all want to say Kobe and Michael and them was bad teammates because they was trying to get you to play to practice like you play, but you no, y'all don't want
Ooh.
that. Y'all want that baby stuff. Y'all want
What
that
you
baby stuff.
what you think about this, Gigi? You got Rich Paul trying to say because Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant had both of their parents, them dudes are selfish. What the
Oh
hell?
man, that joker taking the wrong medication. Okay, you gonna try to evaluate somebody's career and talent because they had two parents in their household? Okay, let's do that. Okay, what's wrong with Bronny? Okay, let's do that. Bronny got two parents in his household. He got LeBron James, who's supposed to be the GOAT, and he got Savannah that don't talk no more. Okay, so what
No,
is
no, no.
Bronny's
Now I'm gonna
problem?
tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. Guess what? It don't matter if you got one parent or two parents. Your
Right,
parents are supposed to they supposed to inbuild confidence in you. Every
right,
parent, when their child is born, they tell you you can be whatever you want to be.
right,
So that's
right.
not a selfish thing. When you take a shot over three people or two people, or look, is it selfish when LeBron James teams win and he don't get criticized and he don't take no blame? Ain't that selfish
Mm-hmm.
that you letting everybody else take the
Uh-huh.
blame? Is it selfish
Uh-huh.
when you ask for Russell Westbrook to come to the Lakers? You asked for that trade. And then he
Yeah.
come and they call him Russell Westbrook and you don't come out on the interview and say, hey, I don't appreciate how y'all getting at the guy I
They're
wanted.
my teammate.
The
Yeah,
guy
my
I wanted.
teammate.
Ain't it selfish
Mm-hmm.
when you asked for AD, made him sign with Clutch, got him to sign with Clutch, and then he come over there to the Lakers, and then you let everybody start calling him street clothes and Mr. Glass, and you don't say
Uh-huh.
shit?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Ain't it
Ain't
selfish
that
when you
selfish?
take the
Ain't it
last shot?
selfish?
Yeah,
Ain't it
yeah.
selfish that? Ain't it selfish that you left in a single parent household, right? Ain't it selfish that
Right.
you left Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh without a message that you was leaving?
Right. Did it by
Ain't it
supposedly
selfish
did it
that?
behind their
Ain't it
back.
selfish? Ain't it selfish that you were trying to trade Kyrie Irving for Chauncey Billups or Paul Pierce or some point guard? Bledsoe. You were trying to trade him for
Uh-huh.
Bledsoe and Paul
Uh-huh.
George. Ain't that selfish
Uh-huh.
that you didn't call your teammate and say, "Hey, bro, I think that that would have been the best thing. No matter if you want him gone, be a man and let him know you want him gone."
Right. It's selfish
That's
when you
selfish.
say that. It's selfish when you say that one right there made me to go just because you had a block in the game. What about
Ain't
Kyrie?
it?
I'm gonna ask that again.
Ain't it
Huh? What about
selfish?
Kyrie?
Ain't, ain't it selfish when nobody else agent, but only your agent come out and say somebody else need to go to the bench or they need to trade this dude? Ain't that selfish?
Right.
Nobody
Ain't that
talks about
selfish?
you. Yeah, like, come on, bro. Stop that bullshit. Now, y'all, look, first of all, as long as you got a parent, that is a great thing. But if you got two parents, they always said two heads are better than one. So don't let that man tell you
Uh-huh.
something stupid.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And the people that's believing that
It took
stuff.
your look. Your mother or your father didn't make you by yourself. It took both.
Right.
So if you have both after it took both to make you, you're blessed.
Yeah. Yeah. But then for Rich Paul to come out and say something about these two gentlemen's parents, it's pretty much low down to me because how you gonna evaluate my talent? My mama could have gave me the best. My mom and daddy could have gave me the best education, the best trainers, the best. But it's my choice to put that talent to use. Okay,
And
ain't got nothing to do. Go ahead, Trey.
I'm gonna tell you where he lying, GG, and I could just shut Rich Paul down. If I could talk to Rich Paul, that nigga wouldn't have no more NBA players or nobody to sign because I'll make him look
Right.
stupid. Bro,
Look real
first of
stupid.
all, how many brothers and sisters LeBron got? None. That's selfish.
Mm-hmm.
That means your mama
Mm-hmm.
and your daddy, all they had to focus, you ain't used to sharing, nigga. But guess
Right.
what? Kobe and Mike had family members. He had an older brother. They had to share Christmas. He ain't getting all the presents, nigga, but you were. Kobe, he wasn't getting all the presents, but you were. So what really makes you selfish? We all know if somebody either is the baby or if they the only child, what we call them? Spoiled.
Spoiled.
So LeBron ass is spoiled because he never had to share. So all that passing shit, that ain't why he passed the ball, because he was raised to share. No, actually, who what the fuck he sharing with? Nobody.
Yeah. It's selfish for you to think that the Lakers is gonna draft your son, they're gonna give you that contract, and then they're gonna give you all them players, and then you're gonna say they was taking you for granted. Is that not selfish? Huh? They don't give
Is it not? That is selfish. You the only guy that got you. Every team you go to, you make them do what you say. They make the trades that you want. You hold their team up hostage. You tell them I'm waiting. You trying to tell the Lakers right now you ain't making no decision until June or August. You know why he's doing that, Gigi? Because by June or August, if the Lakers wait for him, all of the good players are gone. So we'll have no choice but to go with his ass.
Ain't got nothing to pick from. So now
Lakers, do yourself a favor. If call that nigga right now on Memorial Day. Call that nigga right now, because we gonna put his ass to rest. Hey LeBron, stop that bullshit. You always know what team you going to. You always know what you want to do, nigga. And you know now, is you coming back or not, nigga? Because we want somebody else.
Yeah, we knew what you knew what you was gonna do before you even went in the postseason. The contract is being drawn. You just waiting for the drop date. That's all.
You keep on saying you want a championship in your later years, in 40s, but you want to get paid like you a young ass nigga that can be the leader of a franchise for 10 more years. You still want max money, nigga. You don't want no championship. You want max money.
You want max money because you said supposedly you said that you ain't taking no veteran contract. And what you think you gonna get? You a veteran, partner. You can call yourself a number one, number two, but that don't mean it to be true.
How we gonna pay to get you some help if you keep taking all the money, idiot?
You ain't putting nothing in on this, okay? Like they said on Friday, you got to put in on this, man.
But guess what? And look, now watch this. Now, ain't it selfish that you the only active playing billionaire, and you still asking for the max? Ain't that selfish?
You still asking, man, please, selfish.
So you don't want no other young black man to become a million or billionaire, huh?
Right. You don't want nobody that's gonna outshine you.
That sounds like some selfish shit. Hey, Rich Paul, get your life together, man. Hey, look, get it out your mouth, bro. Damn, he about to retire. You don't gotta do that no more.
You ain't gotta do that no more.
Damn, he about to retire. You ain't gotta do that shit no more.
Right, you said you lose the clients because you don't know why you losing clients. This is why you losing clients, because you talk like you ain't got no sense, Rich Paul.
Why would I want to be your client when every day? Look, I come in and talk to you. You like, hold on, I'm talking to LeBron. You get off the phone, you like, man, LeBron just now told me he think you should go over here. Hey man, fuck all that. LeBron and you been tampering since tampering, nigga.
Since tampering, okay? You got don't nobody want to sign with you because LeBron got to tell them where to go and what to do and how to do this. No, man, ain't nobody going for that. That's selfish, okay? That's what you call selfish.
He up here talking about how LeBron put all his boys in a position to be millionaires. Wait a minute. I also see that LeBron put Chauncey Billups and Damon Jones in a position to go to jail.
Let's talk about that, Rich Paul. Let's talk about that. I also see that after Russell Westbrook played with the Lakers, he was on a veteran contract, Mr. Triple Double. And what do you mean putting them all in position to make millions? Man, please. You mean I got to sell my self-respect? I got to do what you say do to make millions? I wish I would.
Man, look, hey, look. You ain't gonna pull a wool on mine. I'm gonna tell you that.
No. I just got my 40. I got my 40 something coming from the Wizards, and then all of a sudden I'm playing for the Clippers for $4 million. I wish I would.
Look, I was born that day, not yesterday. And if I was born that night, not last night, nigga. You can't fool me.
And you walking around here like you the godfather or somebody? No. You need to. What did Byron Scott tell you? You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here, okay, partner?
I could just imagine. I could just imagine when he retired, GG, and he want to do that retirement tour. I could see this nigga coming out with a crown on his head and a robe on his back like James Brown, walking out. Walking out. I could see him doing that. What did he do when the Miami Heat won the champ? I could see him just like that. Remember how he had the championship on his head with the robe? Dancing and shit. I could see him really. He really believes he's the king. And which he is, but only in your household, nigga.
Right. You got your wife out here saying the GOAT respectfully, okay?
And guess what? I hate that he. I hate he did. I hate he did Savannah like that. Because guess what?
Yeah.
Savannah never spoke on basketball until that night.
Come on now. She been on the podcast doing her
she never ever said I'm married. She never said I'm married to the GOAT. She never said I think my husband the GOAT. She ain't never used her platforms to call you the GOAT. Now that you wanted to use this, I'm retiring or not, baby, go out there and say respectfully to go. She didn't even want to say that shit. You could tell.
Right. You can tell that when she paused, respectfully. Yeah. Who you respect?
Because you know why? She's smart. Look, I don't got time for nobody in my DMs talking about what the fuck wrong with me or disagreeing with me. I don't want them problems. Leave her. Stop using your family. You sacrificing Bryant, knowing that he wasn't ready. He's recovering from a heart failure, and you still make him come in. You don't let your son's body get back to functioning like it could have. He hasn't been the same since that heart failure. He was a better player before that.
Right.
He had that heart failure. That makes you weak, bro. You barely know how to walk. All that shit. You force your son still in the NBA so it can help your GOAT debate.
Right. And then what the problem is, I went through that triple bypass. Okay, 3 of them valves was closing up on me, and that was 2 years ago, and I'm still compromising. I only got so much oxygen to deal with. Yo, shit, Mr. LeBron James. That boy was not ready. He was scared. You could see the fear in his eyes. He's looking at all these big men. No, he still ain't ready because basketball is not his thing. Okay.
Because you making him learn how to play basketball at the professional level when he should have learned a few things in the college level first. Prepare. It's like instead of letting somebody go to the junior boxing, you just throw him in there with Mike Tyson. Your ass crazy. Right.
Your first fight is gonna be fighting Mike Tyson. I wish I would. No. That's not
you gonna fight Mike Tyson because Sonny Liston your daddy. I don't give a shit. Sonny Liston my daddy. I don't fight like Sonny Liston. I ain't going up in there.
No. Yeah, I don't care how much money you pay me. I ain't ready for that.
We gotta understand. Yes, sometimes you blessed. Like, look at Shaq kids. Ain't none of Shaq kids looking like him or built like him. We are not horses. You can't put 2 thoroughbreds together and think you gonna get something. That don't mean shit.
No.
You can put Vince Carter and the best high jump female together. That don't mean they son gonna jump out the goddamn gym.
Shoot. If that be the
So
case, Michael Jordan could.
just because we didn't know Steph Curry was gonna look, we were hoping that Steph Curry can be the shooter somewhere that his daddy was. You was hoping that Kobe Bryant could be the player that his daddy was and make it to the NBA. See, they had to make it first. Your son didn't earn it.
Right.
Kobe, Steph, no matter what you say, they earned their way in there. Kobe daddy went through it a whole long term. Kobe earned it to where he came out of high school. Steph earned it out of Davidson. Your son earned nothing but, your son didn't earn shit except for being your son.
Right, and then Bryce, the other son, is talking about he's thinking about coming to the league. I'm sorry, how you gonna come to the league with no numbers? You your whole year's been sitting on the bench.
Guess what?
What's your grade point average? Okay.
Kobe high school year and Steph Curry college year and probably they rookie years is the only time that the NBA was saying that's Jelly Bean Bryant's son. That's that's Curry's son. Right after those dudes made their marks, they didn't start saying that's Wooty Woo son no more. You don't say that's Wooty Woo son no more. We still saying LeBron James son, Bryant James.
Right. So it's time for you to go, Mr. JJ Reed, J Reed. It's time for you to go, partner.
LeBron is the same dude who told Lonzo Ball to get out of his daddy's shadow. Well, let your son out of yours.
Yeah. Why don't you do that? And let that other one get score some points because he ain't even played a full game yet. Bryce ain't even played a full game.
Let me tell you, I think Bryce smart. Bryce like, I'm gonna play 4 years because I think he want his daddy to be retired by the time he come in there. He don't want no pressure. Like I don't want you. I want your ass out of there. I don't want that. Your daddy, you facing your dad. He want to be the first person. Look, he played with one son, right? Now he want to be the first father to face a son.
Right. Well, I don't know what Bryce is thinking when he talking about he coming to the league. You're not ready yet. Just like your brother. Your brother wasn't ready because of his physical condition. Your problem is you ain't got no minutes on the books, partner. No points, no minutes. Okay. So when did they start drafting people with no points and no minutes? Okay. I thought Kobe and Michael and Tim Duncan and all of them had to make their way to the league. Nowadays, you got to just have the right name, partner.
Look, Gigi, I'm gonna go and handle something, Gigi. I appreciate you letting me come in here. I appreciate it. Always chopping it up.
You know you more than welcome. You one of the kings, okay? So whenever Gigi's available online, just hit the button, okay?
Okay. All right. I love you, man. Be safe.
Love you. Love you too. Have a good day. Happy Memorial Day. All right, y'all. But yeah, let's talk about New York and Cleveland. Okay, New York is averaging about 115 points, and Cleveland is averaging about 101 points. They play tonight. What are y'all thinking about the Knicks and the Cavaliers? And I think it's 3-0. Yeah, it's a 3-0. Yeah, it's 3-0. Donovan Mitchell, James Harden. Y'all got some work to do. Y'all got to win every game henceforth. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use hence. Yeah, henceforth. From now on, if you don't remember, henceforth. From now on, y'all got to win 4 games, Mr. Cavaliers. I don't know if you got enough strength for that or not. Cause Detroit gave you a little run for your money. The Knicks, all they got to do is win one more. According to the script that was leaked, if it's true, that the Knicks is, I think they're going to get you. And y'all know I took the Knicks in last series and this series. So let's see what happens. Their game is tonight. Against the Knicks is playing against the Cavaliers tonight. You know, so starts at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Jalen Brunson has been playing pretty good. Let's see what Jalen Brunson is doing. Do I have that? I think I do have that. Let's see what the averages are. Y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. As you can see, we don't have a whole bunch of arguments over here. We state our point, give our opinion, and that's it, okay? Let me see. I think this is the one right here. Jalen Brunson is averaging about 29 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 8.7 assists. Donovan, you got 26 points average, 3.3 rebounds, and 2.7 assists. Donovan, y'all gonna have to do something tonight. Where y'all playing at? Y'all playing back in the land. As they say, they call it the land. They don't call it Cleveland. They call it the land. Okay, so y'all playing at the land tonight? Am I reading that right, y'all? Can you win one at home? Can you win one at home? Because if y'all go back to the Madison Square, if y'all go back to Knicks' hometown, I'm not afraid for you. You know, they don't play up in New York. They don't play like that. That's just like the San Antonio fans. What was they saying? Flopper when OKC was playing in San Antonio. Yeah, they kept calling SGA a flopper. Their fans. They were chanting that. They weren't chanting MVP. They were chanting flopper. So you get that same kind of energy when you go to the Knicks' hometown. So Donovan, I'm gonna be watching you tonight, partner, to see what y'all do and see if the Knicks gonna take it onto the house and get some rest until they get ready to play in the finals. So I'm still riding with the Knicks, y'all. They up 3-0 in these finals. So let's see what's happening. Right now the Knicks is averaging 115 points, while the Cavaliers is only averaging 101 points. Okay, rebounds. The Knicks got them in the rebounds at 41.3, and Cleveland at 38% per game, averaging 38 per game. The assist numbers, 26.3 is the Knicks, while Cleveland is only averaging 20%. 20, or you could say 20%. They're only averaging about 20 assists per game. So y'all need. That tells me, as far as the assists go, y'all need to let that ball move around the court a little bit till you get to the right man. Okay? That's just my observation. You can dribble it down the court and do your own thing if you want to, but according to the numbers, y'all need to spread the floor and maybe pass that ball around a little bit to get someone open. Y'all know that Donovan Mitchell, just like SGA, is gonna be double teamed. That's a given, okay? So y'all need to be setting up plays that while Donovan Mitchell is getting doubled, somebody's open. Are we finding the person that's open, or are we not? And Mr. James Harden, you at the top of the list for turnovers during the postseason, okay? You need to stop turning the ball over, sir. You need to stop turning the ball over. because you can't be having them turnovers in the postseason like you did in the regular season. Because most of the time, those turnovers turn into transitional points. Yeah, I know that word. Yeah, transitional points. Okay, you giving away free money. Okay, stop that. So what else did we want to talk about today? Let me check it. James Harden, look at you. Most turnovers by a player in a single playoff game. You number one. That's the wrong number one. Then we got Stephon Castle. Then we got Luka. Then we got John Williamson, Trey Young, James Harden. You take up two of the slots, number 1 and number 6. Okay. LeBron James takes up two of the slots at 10. Okay. Tim Duncan. And then who we got on the bottom here? Kevin Durant. Oh Lord Jesus. Y'all need to stop them turnovers. Okay, but James Harden, you need to stop the turnovers if y'all gonna have any kind of chance of beating the Knicks. Alright? Alright, y'all. We've been here a couple of hours. We've talked about a whole bunch of stuff. We put out a whole bunch of numbers. We identified the first team, second team. Okay, the first team, all defense. Did we talk about that? Victor, Chet, Rudy, Asua, and Derek White. That's the first team, all defense. Second team is Scotty Barnes, Casey Wallace, Bam Adebayo, OG Anunoby, and Dyson Daniels. Okay, that's the second team. And then we talked about the all rookie team. Next week, if Jesus don't come and I don't go see him, we gonna talk about some of the rule changes to the tanking situation. Right now, there's a large report concerning what they proposing to do. So we'll see. We'll talk about that next week. Okay. You guys make sure you have a great Memorial Day. Go barbecue something, okay? Some ribs, hamburgers, chicken. What else you gonna barbecue? Put them scrimps on the barbecue, okay? Put that corn on the cob on the barbecue, okay? I'm not barbecuing because I don't have no. I got a hibachi, but I'm not gonna be sitting outside here in the 702 at 98 degrees. No, Gigi ain't finna do that. No. But we gonna get out of here, y'all. We gonna get out of here, and we pray and hope that you have a great week, that you continue to stay in your quiet time. And when we say quiet time, we ain't saying not to say nothing. We saying to quiet your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul, so that you can get a clear connection to what your next step is or how to respond to something. We not finna be living in no stress, okay? That's what I said. We not finna be living in no stress, okay? And that's per the doctor. The doctor told me what's going on with your body is not going to take you out of here. It's stress. Because stress affects not only your heartbeat, it affects your bloodstream. It affects your brain. When you get finished talking to certain people, you be like, man, I need some Tylenol or BC or something. Because this person right here got me, We don't want none of that in our life. No, we don't. We don't want none of that in our life. So we stay in a quiet state. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we quiet that frustration. We quiet that stress. We quiet that, unforgiveness. We quiet that, feeling less than self-esteem issues. No, I ain't got time for all of that. I still got to figure out how to go to work in the morning. I ain't got time to be worried about stuff that don't, you understand what I'm saying, Hush Room. You know how we do it. So, You guys have a great week. Hope something was said that will enlighten your day, solidify your perception of what's going on with these sports. We talked a lot about the NBA today, and I don't like what I'm seeing going across the board. Not just with OKC, but going across the board. We're seeing too much foul. They say foul baiting. I say foul begging. Okay. No, we not. I'm not paying no league pass to see that. No, I don't think so. But we're not gonna go back into it. You guys have a great week. Gigi loves you. Love you much. Like I said, hit that like. Subscribe to the channel. You know. And we will be back here next week. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day. With that, I'm out of here.